Cody versus Brock. Again.
Here.
Huh? You say you don't care or you don't know?
Well, both. I don't care. I don't know why we're here.
Guys, this is Santino Morel, and you're listening to Wrestling Behind the Curtain.
Y'all already know what it is, your boy Chance. Wrestling's Behind the Curtain. Got Kenzo the Great. Don't, ladies, if you ain't subscribed yet, don't. This is the time. You see, we both fresh. This is the time. You can subscribe, fellas. Yeah, you can subscribe for something too. It's all good. But subscribe, like, do all the good stuff. We got merch. It's in the description box. Got some new shit coming. I told y'all put in the comments. If y'all want special shit kind of made, let me know. You know what I mean? Try to see what we come up with it in the lab. Discord's free. It's in the description box. Patreon, it's $3, $5. Come on, do what you do. Support. We here. We are 24/7. You see what it is. About to talk about SummerSlam. Give our predictions, but I like Kenzo say, "What up, though?" first, and then we'll do our thing.
Yo, it's your boy Kenzo the Great. We see we back. We got some why you should be watching coming now. We talking stables right now. Y'all gotta check out the one I did most recently. About to get into some SummerSlam predictions and whatnot. We got a little thing after that too we could talk about. We're gonna get into it.
Yeah, so we're gonna start off, but before, since y'all ain't want to do the energy drink, we got cranberry juice. It's all good, try to stay out there. So y'all want to do the energy, it's all good. Keep it right. But I want to start this card because it look a little crazy. I feel like it ain't like. I guess we can talk about that too, though. Like, is WWE in a good place right now? Because I don't feel like it's SummerSlam. Like,
I'm not. It's funny. So I watched. So you know me, my double speed rewatch, whatever. So I watched a bit of Raw this week. I mean, obviously, SmackDown hasn't happened yet. I've watched. So this is actually a week, basically, technically speaking. I watched more WWE than AEW because I didn't watch AEW this week, and it didn't feel. Again, we talk about this every time. People probably get sick. It didn't feel like Raw right before SummerSlam. Like, yeah. So what do we used to call SummerSlam? The hottest party of the summer? Yeah, it don't feel like the hottest party of the summer. That's for sure.
Definitely does not. Let me put out my camera real quick. If I can get us on TikTok on live too. Same thing, bro. Same thing. Let's get my stand because I don't want to fall. But you got the card coming up?
Yeah, I had the card. It was just that one of the things on the card I didn't know who was in it. So that's actually where we started. So I had to look it up first. Make sure I pull it up again. All right. So yeah, let's start with the card. Start with the SummerSlam Battle Royale. And there's rumors of there's some SmackDown implications we don't know yet because there's a lot of rumors that a returning star might come back, whether it be Kofi, Randy, which why would it be Randy?
We get it to the end because I got heard some rumors too.
Yeah, so it's Kofi, Randy, Bray, or there's one other person I've seen the rumors of. I don't remember who it was, but Kofi's a surprising. But Randy, I don't think Randy's on SmackDown, but who keeps track of who's on what anymore when they ain't been on TV? I know Bray definitely isn't supposed to be on SmackDown, but again, he ain't been on TV, so I guess you just bring him back where you want if you want to bring him back. I believe LA Knight's in this. Shinsuke, LA Knight, Shinsuke, Sheamus, Chad Gable, Otis, Tommaso Ciampa. And there might be more on SmackDown. So based on that list, I guess LA Knight's winning it. But why are we doing? We do battle royales at SummerSlam now? I don't. This is a big four, and I don't know. I don't. LA Knight's gonna win. That's what I got. I don't know.
I was about to ask you, what's the point of this battle royale?
I don't think anything's on the line.
Number one contender or something.
U.S. Invitational. Blah blah blah. Nope. That was already done. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what the point is. We'll probably find out today on SmackDown what the prize is.
Well, we're going to talk about this in another episode, but this is probably why Trish and Becky are mad because they are not going to be on SummerSlam because of this. Why haven't
because of this? They're not going to be on the card. I mean,
yeah.
Let's go through the rest of the card real quick. We're going to obviously come back to your topic because There's other things on here that just as annoying. Okay, Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler in an MMA rules match. Okay, what the hell? The Intercontinental Champion, that's Gunther and Drew McIntyre. That's a belt. You can't say that. Ricochet and Logan Paul. Okay. Oscar versus Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair for the Women's Championship. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the championship. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar again. And Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso in Tribal Combat.
All
Obviously, the Battle Royale is the most out of place, but I think a couple of those, if we talk about getting Trish and Becky on, we could probably take off. Ricochet and Logan Paul was needed,
Well, I think it's needed because it's going to give you that moment, probably.
but I know I understand. Okay, well, let me take that back. So
I'd
it's not
rather,
like
I'd rather take out the Battle
but I'm
Royal.
saying like as far as like if you could put that, we're talking about like we're splitting hairs. You can put both. Like, why was it? They don't have to. It's not like mutually exclusive. Oh, we couldn't fit you. Like, are we serious? We control these matches. We know how long they're gonna be. You could fit. You could get it. Logan Paul and Ricochet don't have to go long. Neither do
But-
Becky and Trish. Really, if we're being really honest. Like,
Well, the rumor is that Becky and Trish was going to have their shit cut real bad, like 4 or 5, 10 minutes type shit.
well, maybe don't start at 8 o'clock. Maybe we could. This thing, I don't. That's crazy. These are the fine hairs we're splitting these days to get matches off of cards. Because we not too long ago we had 8-hour WrestleManias, and now we're taking Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus off to keep in time. So I think that's a cop out. I don't think that's a real excuse.
To be
I mean,
honest, to be
They
honest,
might be pulling the plug on it.
I'd rather not have the Battle Royal. But if we're gonna go by this, then I say LA Knight because fans have been calling for it. He's supposedly the number one merch seller at this particular moment. So,
Yeah, I did see that.
So then why not? I mean, they've been horrible with pulling the trigger. Cody.
I mean, striking while the iron is hot has not been their specialty.
I mean, I haven't really been big on Sheamus, but Sheamus was kind of hot after that Gunther match and nothing happened.
Right.
So I'll go LA. I mean, I don't see why somebody else would win. What you got LA too?
Yeah.
All right. What? Oh, and we don't even have a Rhea match. Rhea versus Liv. Rhea versus
Yeah. Oh, I was going to mention this earlier in the pre-production meeting. I seen Rhea Ripley's tweet. She said getting ready for summer, and then she didn't put the rest. I was like, that's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. We're definitely gonna talk about this later, people. So if you effing with it, then make sure you subscribe and come back in a little bit because we're definitely gonna talk about this women's wrestling type shit. But
Yeah, that definitely falls on the umbrella of later.
what match you want to do next?
Well, technically, this is this. Let me not say that shit. Get people. Oh, so next we got the MMA rules match: Shayna Baszler versus Ronda Rousey.
Okay, so if it's designed well, I do like it because there is a real
strictly match or everything in general. Because we got a good match here, but
like the match in general because they could fuck that up. But I like the story because I think there is some real life history. Like they've been friends. I believe that they are cool. And if you have friends, I mean, it kind of happens at times. At points there, I'm not gonna say jealousy, but there's a little competition that goes on. So I can see like some real life shit happening in between those storylines. So it'd be cool. So if the match is whoever helps plan the match, whatever. If it's done good, like not a fake MMA style match or not a WWE MMA match, like just they really plan it good, I think it could be a pretty good match. Maybe could be a match of the night, could be, but that's only if whoever is helping design it is good. But overall, I think they played Ronda up too well of how she always beat Shayna, and usually when they do that, it means that it's the opposite. So I'm gonna go with Shayna.
All right, so yeah, we got the same prediction. I do think Shayna's gonna win. I'm not too worried about the match. I think talent in the ring. We give Ronda her shit, but she knows what she's doing. She's been a wrestling. Only problem I have with Ronda personally is she always feels like she's about to leave, which is what I was about to say next. My problem here, no matter who the winner is, I do think it's gonna be Shayna. Is where do we go from storyline? Because you know how they get. If the match is too good, they we're gonna run it back. But how do we get? Which is again not a problem in and of itself. It's first of all, don't do the same exact thing, duh. And how do we get there? Which is where we get problems. Again, if we're talking about week to week wrestling and stuff like that, obviously, I'm not caught up as much as I want to be all the time, but this part of the reason why. It's like, oh, well, what's the motivation? If they all I gotta do is watch the matches, the storyline is gonna keep repeating. It's they were friends again. Not to say it can't be done. It's just what's the payoff after? Because again, there's no belts here, and we, took other things off the card allegedly for things like this.
Yeah. What's next?
Next up is what is
Make sure y'all put in the description. In the comments.
Ricochet versus Logan Paul.
All right, so it's gonna be. I think it's gonna have a moment. Whatever. Barring no one gets injured. Knock on wood. I feel like Logan's lost too much, so he has to win.
Well, I think that I agree with that, but I also think his brother fights Nate Diaz this weekend. Same day?
Yeah.
Whatever. So apparently, he's supposed they both were supposed to win. That's the thing, right? That's how they're playing this up is we're both gonna get dubs and then blah 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 blah. Which I can see. One of those is only one of those is set up to be, we know the results. So if that one should be the one, if we're gonna be fixing stuff, I think the Paul brother on this side at least should we have his part sealed up. Because part of, again, like you said, too many losses, and Ricochet is just like a perfect opponent. He could do nice stuff, beating him doesn't do too much, but you can't take the L against him for sure. So yeah, I'm going Paul here.
It's never the person, only the character. Nobody's asking for Ricochet to win.
Yeah,
they're not. So yeah, I think that's L. And if we're gonna do a quick prediction, I actually like Jake, but they got some hands and a chin. So I don't know if that's gonna go too well for Jake.
Oh, I was just saying as far as the odds go, he's a pretty big favorite. It could go either way, but after the boxing I saw last week,
I don't see how he's a favorite with Nick. He just lost. This isn't boxing my fault, people, but he just lost to Fury, who ain't that great.
I think it's an age thing.
And did you see Nick versus fucking Masvidal?
Yeah.
They were going. I don't think Jake going like that. So
see. All right. Enough of that. I like boxing, but we're here for wrestling. Next up, Intercontinental Championship. Gunther versus Drew.
I feel like they're gonna try to do something with Gunther, but if Drew don't win, what he came back for? Like he got to get a pop. Like he allegedly left because he was pissed off about what was happening. So was the negotiations? You can come back. We'll give you a program with Gunther, but you're still gonna lose.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he's winning this. I want him to, but I don't think they're ready to take the belt off of Gunther.
All right, so we'll disagree. I believe you too, but I'm just thinking on the business side of what did you come back for if your negotiation was to lose still? Just to get some match time?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure when you negotiate your comebacks, they tell you you're getting said. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you're right because
we're gonna talk about broken promises later. So
it might not be clean. Like there might be interference from like either like Sheamus or the rest of Gunther squad. But like I said, I think you're right. But I'm gonna go with Drew because it just doesn't make any sense. What's next?
Next up, the Women's Championship: Asuka versus Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair. Wait, no, that probably isn't. Yep, that would be next, I think.
Okay, no matter who's gonna win and whoever is really correct, I'm always gonna go for Charlotte. So Charlotte's my queen. So
that's your locked in bet.
So we team Charlotte. Plus, how many more wins does she have to beat tie her dad?
I don't remember.
I think she's at 14 now, something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna go Charlotte here to rock the boat, not to rock the boat as in like I didn't think you would pick that because that's exactly what I thought you would pick. And I'm saying because WWE needs to rock the boat a little bit, and I don't know. What has Asuka done since she got the belt? And we've already talked enough about Bianca Belair to sound like haters, and I'm really not a hater, so I'm not gonna do that.
And I would think Charlotte wins, and then we get the one-on-one Charlotte Bianca. Bianca probably wins,
Right. I can see that. Without them.
and then that means Bianca beat all of them. So
I can see it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
there's
with
no
Charlotte.
so long on
I'm gonna
that.
go with my queen. I'm gonna go with my queen. Takes her spot right back.
Right. So Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor.
I'm gonna go with what I think is correct, but I really don't know because
Uh,
they seem to be really high on Judgment Day. So I'm gonna go with Seth, and I think it's gonna be a moment between him and Priest again, maybe that kind of messes that up. But I already said Seth should have had a title a long time ago because he's been working. He finally got one. I don't think they should pull it from him right now. I don't think I love Finn, but he hasn't really been that dude since Bullet Club. So I don't think he's the one to get that belt from Seth.
yeah, it's got to be Seth. I mean, for all the reasons you said, and I just they are high on Judgment Day. Don't know why. They will not be in my list of stables when I don't plan on it unless again some crazy stuff happens while I do the other stables or something. I don't plan on doing a video on them. They don't interest me that much. They haven't been a complete utter funny failure, and they're not like popping good. They have good members. I like Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor. I've always liked blah 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 blah. But again, as a project, I don't think it's banged the way they think it did. Um. So yeah, I do think it's gonna be Seth Rollins.
What we got next?
Cody versus Brock. Again,
Here?
huh? You say you don't care or you don't know?
Well, both. I don't care. I don't know why we're here. But
Oh,
I've said over and over, I don't see why Brock keeps losing, but I guess maybe he's at that point to where he knows he's about to be out, so he just give it back. If Cody loses, I think, then how is he going to get a title? So I can't see him losing. They've already dropped the ball with Roman. I haven't really cared. I mean, we've heard this in the Discord. People say, "Oh no, it's just a climb to the top. You got to give it time, and he wasn't ready, and you can't just give it to him just because he got there." I don't give a shit. I'm not trying to watch him climb to the top. They had the perfect situation. They should have dropped it when it was time. Obviously, I fuck with Uso because I want to beat all the records, but the pop was there now. I mean, I could be the only one, but I just don't care about Cody and the belt right now.
yeah, I think they dropped the ball with that, but I do think Cody's gonna win just to tie that up. But yeah, the ball was definitely dropped. But again, it's WWE, so that's not. It could have been better, but it could have been worse if we were really honest. I thought it could have been. I honestly thought it was gonna be comically bad, and it was only just regular bad. But let's move on to the. You mentioned your Oos. That's the tribal chief. In is that what they call it? What in a tribal combat?
Double combat.
So I mean,
Well, Roman's not
I don't
losing.
know if y'all seen all the memes. I find them hilarious. Maybe we could use one of them as a thumbnail. That Roman's gonna be like the tribal chief until we all like extra gray and wrinkled and shriveled. Well, I'm gonna continue that trend because I don't think he's losing here.
Well, this is an interesting one. I still don't think he's going to lose because, well, I don't think he's going to lose the belt. So he could win. He could lose via disqualification,
Okay.
but I don't think he's going to lose the belt. And the interesting is because there's rumors from various sources, some credible, some wrong. So I'm not going to really say that, take it with a grain of salt. But supposedly there are going to be mad people in the arena that have to do with Roman's bloodline. So
Okay.
could we get Jay? Could we get Rikishi? Could we get the AKA rumor Rock to have interference? So I kind of don't know which way this is go. The only way I can think of, like I said, is I don't think Roman loses the belt, but I think he could lose via disqualification.
Okay. So you think possible screwy finish? I'm gonna stick to my guns. I think Roman stays with it. Um, I mean, this storyline is gonna continue either way, I believe, because it's like, what would we do next if it didn't? So
I don't know, but unless they add some more people to it, like I'm kind of over the bloodline thing now. Like that's one thing I think that they shouldn't have pulled that early because I felt like it was going like this, and then they said, all right, let's do this. If you
It
didn't
was.
have,
I mean, I don't think it. I see what you're saying.
if you didn't have any plans to bring other people in, like Trinity, aka Naomi, or Jacob Fatu, or I don't know his name, but Umaga's real son that's debuted somewhere else now. If you didn't have any like if you were gonna do that to add to the mixture, okay, well the Usos is gone, but that's cool because they're replaceable with some other people in our family. Then I don't know what the point of this is. Like I'm cool with the Roman and Jay thing because that's the first thing that set it all off. And I love Jay and it's cool full circle. But what are we gonna do now? Jimmy's gonna interfere and then Jimmy gets a match and then it's Jay versus Solo.
We keep going over and over. Yeah, I know what you
Like
mean.
is that gonna carry us to WrestleMania 40? Because rumor's gonna at least stay champion to 40. So we're gonna go with this over and over to 40?
I mean, you understand that the alternative is me bringing up The Rock again?
He dropped,
I mean, what that's. I mean, we know that's the plan, right? Like,
he dropped the ball for LA. That was perfect. Especially if you weren't gonna have Roman lose, that was perfect. Because then Cody could have had 40. But
you're not wrong.
but like I said, I got Roman keeping the title, but he could lose disqualification wise.
I'd be very upset with that, but it is
What do you
possible.
think? You think Roman's just gonna win clean, or at least just win-win?
I mean, I can see a screwy finish, but I do think he's. I thought he was. I thought winning clean was my original thought, but I'm not gonna. I wouldn't argue against what you said. I think your idea is probably better. I think mine is just as likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Put in the comments, people. We all think that's our predictions. You know what I mean? Off top of the dome, that's where we're going. We're gonna be prepping like that. You know what I mean? With fans just like y'all, or supporters. I don't like fans word, but we're supporters. So put in the comments what y'all think. If we right, we wrong, did we hit, did we miss? Y'all got the merch, y'all get the Discord, you here, your Patreon fans. We here. I'm trying to do some shows, trying to give y'all some back if you do the Patreon, but y'all gotta do it. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. So yeet. Make sure you join the Discord, like I said, so we can talk during Summerslam tomorrow. And let's get it popping. Got something for these people? Oh, stay tuned because we're about to talk
Oh, but I
about
said we still got support. Oh no, I mean again, make sure you're honest with yourself. You're out there, just talking to your people, talking to yourself. Make sure you're straight. Sometimes it's not the lies to tell other people that's the problem. It's the lies you're telling ourselves that's really getting in the way of shit. So keep it 100 with yourself.
be yourself. Yeet.